play music usually because it's the first thing that I get up in the morning and think about. I wake up with music in my head, and I go to bed with music in my head at night. If I see something with strings on it, I gotta pick it up. And if it's any good, I'm gonna play it for about 30 minutes, unless somebody tells me to stop. And if nobody else is around, I'm just gonna play it until I can't feel my fingers anymore. That's why I play music. Because it's basically like breathing to me. If I don't have enough of it, it's like not getting enough air. You know, the 23-year-old me, I'm 37 now, is on this record. The 28-year-old me is somewhere on this record. The 30-year-old me is somewhere on this record. And the 37-year-old me with 2 kids and a wife is on this record. And there's brain cells that have long been dead on this record. There's me trying to write a song like, oh, I love that song, I want to write a song like that. There's that guy on this record. There's a guy that wrote 3 songs a day on this record for 4 years straight and didn't stop. And there's a guy who you know, ran around the country playing bluegrass because it seemed like the right thing to do at the time. There's a guy, you know, who went and played rock and roll in clubs and made a rock and roll record just because he wanted to, and he loved the guys in the band and loved every minute of driving around in his own truck with a, you know, truck full of gear going to play for 6 people. That guy's on this record. To get all those people on this record is, it's a little overwhelming. And so I can't talk about individual songs on this record, not without drawing lines between all of them. Everything that I've done kind of leads up to this, or all those things belong, and they're in this record. Everything I've ever done. The fact that it exists for me is, feels like accomplishment enough for me. Like no awards and no, I'm not gonna say everybody wants to win an award of some kind or something, but it's not really about that for me. I don't really make music for that. I like to make music because I love to make music. And all of these songs are that. And I read the titles on the record, and they're written all over the country. And there's songs that I remember writing with people when I barely knew them, but now I've known them for 10 years. To record them and the infancy of friendships with people, or now that are old friends or people that have been in my wedding or something, it's very cool to me. There's a lot of good times on here, and there's a lot of hard times on here, and there's a lot of me making myself uncomfortable on here, and then fighting through it and getting something out of it. They're not individual songs to me. They are all one piece of something, and that piece of something is hopefully the best of what I have to offer musically and as a player, as a singer, and as a writer. Individually, they, you know, some of them are going to have way more personal stories, and some of them are going to have more just stories of how they came about. But as a whole, I think they represent the best of what I'm capable of at this point in time. Not to say that I'll ever get better or ever get worse, or ever do anything again. But it's very overwhelming to hold 15 years of effort in your hand when you get it in a package and you get, it's 15 years of effort. And this is what I came up with.